New year, new home. Whether you're buying your next home or you're looking to upgrade, we have straightforward, helpful tips to help you move to that next level and get the home you really love. The real estate market in 2025 is much different from 2020 to 2021. At that point, there were food trucks outside of these houses, and it was a mass hysteria of trying to get buyers and homes because everybody qualified. Now, rates being higher, things have settled into more of a predictable fashion. While mortgage rates are higher, the market has shifted in ways that could be beneficial for buyers. One of the key trends in 2025 is sellers reluctant to sell. What I mean by that is, when they bought the place, the interest rate may have been 3 or 4%. Now when they're buying new, it might be 7. So they're terrified. We hear it every day that they don't want to go forward because what about the payment? What they should be looking at is, yes, that happened, but your equity in the home went up dramatically. Buyers have been on the sidelines because there's not enough homes to pick from. And it's reducing competition in a lot of areas. In certain states like Florida and Texas, there's always been an influx of newly constructed homes. Now what's happening is builders are competing with sellers. So in 2021, what we were seeing is builders were saying, we're not going to pay anybody, we're not going to give any money to the client. I just saw a deal yesterday that the builder was giving $25,000 away because they need to sell this place. When rates are higher, homes sit on the market more, so it's making sellers and builders give more to the buyer. One thing we are running into is higher insurance rates. There was some legislation just passed where they're looking at 5 to 10% reduction. When hurricanes come through in Florida specifically or the Southeast, we see that insurance rates hike. So this tends to cause some fear factor with a lot of buyers, brings a lot of investor attention, but general buyers, they get nervous on this part of it. Another huge factor that's influencing the housing market this year is remote work. Now, Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan just came out and did a rant, which was pretty comical, but he was saying that how they were built and over years, the remote work has hurt their company. How does this affect buyers buying a home and lending? Well, if you think about it, a lot of buyers moved, or they would move away from the city. They may move to another state because they can work remote. Well, think about when you get that email or that text saying, hey, we're going to be coming back into the office. And if you moved from Utah to Florida and they say, come back to the office in Utah, it's probably a big problem. Now you don't qualify, now you can't buy the home. So remote work has been good because they moved and bought the house, but now if they're pulling everybody back in, if companies are doing this, it could force you to get a new job or you'd have to go back to where you came from. Okay, so now let's prepare. How can you get into the market? What's the best way to buy? Before looking for the place, aim before you shoot. Talk to your lender, know what you can buy. Once you know you can buy, it's a lot easier for you. You don't want to get disappointed looking for $800,000, finding it, going, seeing it, envision yourself in it, and then talking to the bank and they pull you back and say, try $350,000. That's a much different home. So aim before you shoot. One major key factor is credit score. So a lot of times you're going to see if you're doing a conventional loan, 640, 680 and up. If you're doing FHA, sometimes you can go down to 580. So there's different loan programs. You definitely want to consult your mortgage lender and they can go over these programs to see which one is best for you. Next up, down payment. You do not, you don't have to listen to grandpa or grandma. You don't have to put 20% down every time you buy a home. A lot of clients think that is not true. There's many other programs that you can put down less money with and still own a place. So before you go and look at these beautiful homes, please consult a local, reputable mortgage lender. This will make the process so much easier for you. Buying a home in 2025 is a whole new experience. Technology made house hunting so much easier. You don't have to drive everywhere and try to go in and out of the neighborhoods to see which is the best one and call the agent on the sign and see if they'll let you in. That is the old school way of doing it, and you don't have to look at the newspaper anymore either. The phone is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Your phone, your iPad, your computer, you're actually seeing, when you're going to these sites, you're seeing this real time. So you're seeing it as fast as the real estate agent is seeing it. A lot of clients are liking virtual tours. The technology is so good now, you're going into the home on your computer and you're clicking through the whole house. So you can actually scroll up, down, see the ceiling, see the floor, look at the fan. You can walk through virtually these homes with the technology that is provided now. AI tools like ChatGPT and Google's Gemini, ask them questions and they can break things down and make it a lot easier. These are the questions you're going to ask your real estate or your mortgage provider. They're going to give you the answers really fast. And then you can make really sound decisions. However, don't skip the personal visits. Virtual tours are great, but you definitely want to go out into the neighborhood, into the home. You can look online and see what you like, but you want to go in person and look at it. The neighbors, the neighborhood, what's around the corner, how far is it from work? Do I have family in the area? How does that look? So you definitely want to go to the property. Here's some great news for home buyers. The winter months, in a lot of states, it shuts down. There's nothing you can do. In the South, it's year round. It doesn't matter. Right now it's 23 degrees in New York. It's 70 here, sun's out. So in certain areas, it's a lot easier to buy because you don't have the snow and ice to contend with. As you're going out looking and you want to put an offer on a place, don't be shy of asking the seller what you want. Here's a tip. Don't go into a property at $500,000 and ask for $400,000. The conversation is just going to start bad between you and the seller or your agent and the listing agent. In the past, it was a seller's market. Not much you could do. You have to put an offer and they may say, I have 4 offers, go 50 grand higher. We may pick your offer. In this market, it's a bit different. Sellers don't have that much competition. Now, are there still competitive deals and several offers on properties? Yes, the good ones are still hot, especially in markets where you're Florida, California, Texas, certain markets where it's year round, you're always gonna have some competition. The best homes to go after are the homes that have been on the market for a little bit. Maybe a buyer fell through, the financing fell through, maybe it's an inspection issue. Try to find out and look at the homes been on the market 30 plus days. Those are the ones the sellers will negotiate with you and you actually save a bunch of money on. Remember, the best time to buy a home, I mean the absolute best time to buy the home is when you're ready, personally and financially. And sometimes you don't even know you're ready. If the home pops up and you are approved and your lease is ending, you're living with your parents, anything's happening, make the leap. I've never had a client buy a home, make the leap, and 2 years, 3 years later, after they made money and they made memories in the home and they sold, I've never had them come back and said, I shouldn't have done that. At Vreeland Real Estate, this is rare. We provide a track record of the deals we have done, factual deals that have been negotiated, meaning you didn't pay the buyer's commission. You actually got money back through home inspection, through appraisal, through expert negotiation. And this isn't one phone call. This isn't a lowball offer to a seller. These are several phone calls, texts, emails, in-person visits, working to get you the best possible deal. You want to connect with a team that delivers results and ask for it. Vreeland Real Estate will send it to you. We'll send you the track record. You can see each deal and how much money was saved to that client. A lot of times clients come in and they walk away with money because they look at the credits they received. Yes, they still made a down payment, but a lot of times they didn't pay their closing costs. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. See you on the next one.